Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? Yes, I recognize that I am 4 minutes late today. I got your DMs and I am here to share with you. Happy Friday, everybody. I am Lolita E. Walker and welcome to Coaching, Cocktails, and Conversations. This is our 10-minute power powwow and we are going all the way in today. I'm so excited to see you. We have a juicy conversation today, you all. In these 10 minutes, our new friend Jessica, welcome to the Facebook group, Jessica. And as soon as Jessica got there inside of her intro form, I saw it this morning. It said, you know what? Let's talk finding your way in life. So I am going to say welcome to Jessica. Welcome to all of you who are listening in today. Welcome to the Facebook group, Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. Welcome to my LinkedIn page and hello to my YouTubers. I cannot wait to say hi to each and every one of you all. If you want to come on in and tell me where you're from, tell me that you are listening in. I would love to absolutely see you. But in the meantime, in between time, let's go ahead and give you a little something just to take a look at before we get started. Oh, yes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, Jackie. Great morning. Loving the music. She is calling in, dialing in all of the things from the Windy City. Hey, Chicago. I am in Maryland and cannot wait to just connect with you all today. I'm feeling good. My windows are open. The breeze is coming in. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Jerry. Listen, Jerry, back in the day, you guys, this was for my first book. Jerry, I've had another book since then. And Jerry has so many books. It's like, don't keep up, just do your own thing, right? Because when you try to keep up with people, you always get left behind. But you're not behind. You ahead of the curve when it comes to you, right? Absolutely, and hands down. Jerry has writing accountability groups. And it's so good to see you. I haven't seen her in so long. She has writing accountability groups. And literally, you guys, I wrote my first book at the Baltimore County Chamber of Commerce. I would go every single Monday, 9 to 12, literally true story. And then as I was really getting into it, her writing accountability group kind of pushes you. And then you have an opportunity to kind of say some things out loud and get some feedback, understand the self-publishing, all this stuff. So Jerry, hey girl, hey, so good to see you. Listen, you all, I want to get right into it. Today, we are talking about finding your way and how exactly you find your way in the midst of chaos and what the heck is going on in the world. And so I want to leave you with a couple nuggets for you to chew on, right? How do you find your way? Well, one is asking, right? One is asking like, hey, how do you do this thing? So to Jessica and everybody else that's out there, I want to say, welcome to the party. I'm going to leave you with a couple thoughts right now because sometimes, let me turn down the music. Yeah, let me turn it down a little bit so I don't have to yell to myself. Hey, Erica, how are you? Hey, from Boston. Oh my goodness, my Boston peeps are in the building. I love it. Yes, congratulations on your second, third, fourth project. Come on now, bring it home. Finding your way is also surrounding yourself with the right people. And one of the things is you might say, well, how do I know the right people? Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Where are your passions? And you might say, Lolita, I don't know what I want to do. I'm feeling lost right now. Okay, let's close our eyes and let's step back. If you've been around me at all, I oftentimes talk about this whirlwind of chaos, of doubt and fear and anxiety and experiences and people telling you this and limiting beliefs and all of the things. Let's step back for a moment. Let's listen to a 10-minute power powwow. Let's surround ourselves with some cool folks who are going to come all the way in and say, how do you find your way? Okay. Sometimes you have to get in groups who are gonna help to propel you, help to remind you, help to affirm you that you are absolutely the greatness that others have yet to see. Coaching, Cocktails, and Conversations is a community where you can absolutely do that. So, one, welcome to the party, right? We are surrounded by folks who will lift us when we need. And part of that is the power of the ask. Okay. So, that's one. I actually gave you two. The power of the ask, which you are doing right now. I love that Jessica has her own 10-minute power powwow. Then the next is getting into a community, which you've already done, right? Oh my gosh, I so love it. Three, with that power of the ask, is where are your passions? Let's ask yourself, because everything we do outward, my challenge to you is to also do inward. So how do you do that? Grab yourself a journal for Coaching, Cocktails, and Conversations and engage in some self-discovery. Coaching is where I leave you with a couple nuggets to challenge your thinking, right? Cocktails is celebrating the greatness of who you are. And then conversations can sometimes be those conversations not only with you and I or with our community, but sometimes those conversations are with you. In this moment, I feel what? On my website, I have a downloadable, and it's called, I think it's 44 journal prompts, right? You start with digging into where you are inside of the moment. You start with digging into reclaim the bolder you, because you are there. So how do you find your way? Is to know that your way is actually right in front of you. Your way is right there. Now, sometimes it's, stuff inside of the way. Sometimes we have to clear the bush. Sometimes we have to make sure we can see the light. Sometimes we have to move distractions out of the way. Now, this journey, this thing is a journey. It is a process. Sometimes we're going to see nuggets of breadcrumbs that other people leave along the way. Some of them I'm leaving along the way. Some of them you're going to leave right there, but some of them you are going to pick up because they can help you on your journey. Yesterday, I think I talked to you guys again about AWA. Your ability, you were born with that, okay? That is a given. We just need to leverage it, period. Your willingness to receive is now you being willing to listen intently and differently, and to show up in places and spaces that might not be as comfortable as you were first. And then your action. So now how do you find your way is to shift all of that discovery, all of that reclamation, all of that stuff now to action, step by step by step, right? It sounds super easy and I'm making it seem super easy, but guess what? It can be done. How do I know? Because I've done it. How do I know? Because I help people with it every single day. Good morning, Lynn Luckett. Great to see you here. Yes, there is a LinkedIn user that is coming from Cincinnati. Hey, good morning. Listen, coaching also is not just me. That's the beauty of it. So today, if you all have anything that you want to add inside of the comments on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, the question of the day is this: how do you find your way? Oh my gosh, this is such a great question, and one that so many people struggle with. Sometimes asking for help means engaging with a certified coach, right? Absolutely. And I'm not saying it just because I'm one. I'm saying it because I have a coach. I'm saying it because sometimes when we recognize that we also need help along this journey, we surround ourselves with folks. We then sit in the power of our pause and we look ahead. We look ahead because we recognize that if we stay in the complacency of where we are right now, we're gonna be here next week. And that's not where you want to be. You say, thank you, dear yesterday. I'm standing in my dear today, and I'm preparing myself for my dear tomorrow. So because I already know that I'm moving forward on this thing called life, and I know that it's ahead that I'm going, even though sometimes my breadcrumb is going to take me to the left, but I'm still going to find my way there. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm going to go or if I'm going to say yes to an opportunity. Let's talk about my second book, right? I would never have imagined that I would have a book of 44 letters and poems that speak to the innermost you. But how did that come about? Because something was triggered in me. Yesterday, we talked about tapping into, what did we talk about yesterday? Tapping into your fullest potential. If you didn't see that yesterday, you got to go back and listen to the 10-minute power powwow. There is always greatness that is lying dormant inside of you. So what about finding your way is to rediscover the power of who it is that you are. Yes. Calvin said, clear the bush. Nuggets of breadcrumbs. I love it. Absolutely. On this journey called life, Everybody's leaving you breadcrumbs. You got breadcrumbs that you want to go ahead and sweep away, throw them in the bush over there. Absolutely, because somebody is going to pick that up, right? Somebody is going to pick that up. But don't dare take it if you're not going to use it. If I'm dropping you some nuggets today, then guess what? Maybe 2 of the 5 you can use today. Maybe 0 of the 5 you could use today. But guess what? The person that might be walking on your journey or 5 steps behind you or 5 steps in front of you might grab that. And that's the beauty of being able to walk, talk, and behave differently, because you have the ability, the willingness, and the action that you're going to do. Oh my gosh, so good. Jackie said, when I'm lost or stuck, I have no problem with asking for help. You have not because you ask not. Come on now. Yes. Coaching is about leaving you with nuggets. And around here at Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, everyone has a seat at the table, what I call my kitchen table. So go ahead and jump in. Y'all, it's 10:15. How did that happen? This is 10 minutes of Power Powwows, but we are going to get a couple more shares. Jerry said journaling, yes, is a great way to empty, assess, and then align to find your way. I'm trying to tell you, writing is sometimes the answer. You guys, I can't make this up. Right before this, I was on a 9 a.m. call and someone asked the question of, let me get the right question. Basically, she had so much inside of her mind. All these ideas, and we were specifically talking TEDx. She had all these ideas, and one of the things that she was saying is, how do I chunk these things down? And I said, I'm going to give you a little bit of soul work. So I'm going to leave it with you guys too, right? A little bit of soul work. I said, listen, sometimes we got to get what's in our heads out of our heads. That's why it feels all jumbled, because there's so many ideas, and imagine them swirling. Remember I told you about that whirlwind, right? Okay, got it. You want to get it out. So you want to throw out all your brainstorms. Just write them. There is no judgment that's happening. You're writing all this stuff that's in your head. And hers was around kind of this huge idea of what she wants to go out and speak about, right? Okay, got you. And then I said, now pair them, next column, with experiences. What are your experiences that led you to these brainstorms? What experiences did you have in your life? All right, that's that second column, okay? What experiences you had? When I was 10, this happened, which led me to this bright idea that I have right now. Okay, then the third column is, what is the lesson that came out? What's the lesson that came out of this whole thing? Sometimes if you don't have lessons, then guess what? If it's not a lesson that you can share with somebody, it gets crossed off. But there's steps to this thing. There's steps that it's going to take time to do this, you all. It's not a sit down thing. But the reason why I tell you that right now is why, because Jerry also says journaling. The point is getting it out of your head, getting it down on paper. I can talk about this forever, which is why I will go to the Facebook group right now and lean in a little bit when it comes to this, because it's so super important. Finding your way in life when you feel stuck. And here's the thing, we've all felt stuck. Oh my gosh, I know I have. And so I'd love for you to, whether it's now or whether it's later, to add into the comments of what you do to find your way in life when you feel stuck. I've added a couple here to challenge your thinking. And now it's time for you to also lean in, because other people are reading the comments and they might actually be able to take what you are dishing out today. Remember, if you cannot use it, then leave it right there on the path for somebody else to pick up, because this here is absolutely for someone. If you want to dig in deeper, if you want me to come into your organization to speak on clarity, confidence, and commitment, if you would like me to delve deeper with you in coaching, all of the things, you can head on over to lolitawalker.com or join me in Facebook, in LinkedIn, and on YouTube for these 10-minute power powwows. And we'll close today out with what Lynn Luckett said. She said, walking away from the situation and coming back with fresh eyes, yes, creates paths of clarity for me. Yes, yes, and yes. We talked about previously on Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. I'm trying to think which platform. I feel like it was in my Saturday room on Clubhouse that I do from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talked about decluttering. We talked about creating a pathway of progression. And in order to create this pathway of progression, you might have to actually come back with fresh eyes. You see things differently. You see what doesn't work for you differently. You see what does work for you differently. You're able to what? Feel the power in your paws and keep on moving. All right, everybody. This is amazing. Calvin said he helps others. Serving is so good. Come on over to Facebook, Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, and let's lean in for about 10 more minutes. Okay? All right. See you guys later. Bye.